Who makes economic times tough? That's a good question. I wish it was a person that we can point our fingers direct to. I even doubt if that person would still be alive today. But before I say who makes or what makes economic times to be tough, maybe let me explain what tough economic times are. When we talk about a tough economic season, we are referring to a situation where the expenditure side of your economy is heavier or bigger than your income side, because your income begins to struggle. Your income begins to be strained. It is handling more than it is used to, or more than it can handle. So what makes times tough are factors that are found on both sides of the divide, the income side and the expenditure side. If you look at the income side, we are looking at your income. If your income is not stable, then you will face a tough economic season. If your income is reducing, you will face a tough economic season. If your income stops, you lose your job, your business collapses, you face a tough economic season. If you are relying on one source of income, then you have higher chances of facing a tough economic season easily. On the expenditure side of the divide, there are also other factors that may make you go through a tough economic season, even if your income would be enough to take care of you. On that particular end is where we get your choices. Therefore, if you spend your money without a plan, without budgeting, then you will face a tough economic season. Misplaced priorities and misinformed priorities. You see, when you have come up with priorities, you have items that are appearing on top. That means those items are either very important, very crucial, very urgent in your life. But when you get the money, you end up spending on, let's say, item number 7 before item number 1. Therefore, you are using your money on misplaced priorities. Then we have misinformed priorities. You have admitted some items on your expenditure list, but now if you look at these items critically, you realize that they are not items that are adding value to you. Therefore, they are misinformed. Maybe you are spending money on things that will make you look better than others. You're working so hard to send statements to your friends, your peers. You are working so hard to compare and compete with your friends. Then we talk about misinformed priorities. Yes, they are part of your priorities, but the criteria that was used to bring them into your list is a criteria that is not adding value to you. Then we also have the rising cost of living. The cost of commodities has been going up for a long time now, and it has affected many people. So you may be having income that looks big, looks stable today, but due to the rising cost of living, then the strength of the income that you have begins to reduce. Then you find yourself going through a tough economic season. And that's why many of us keep wondering why those prices go up before they consult us. Those of you that are in Kisumu City or around Kisumu City, on the 28th of September, that will be a Saturday from 1:30, I will be speaking about how to survive and thrive during tough economic times. I'll be alongside my brother Kelly Inspiration, who will also be talking about resilience. We will just be trying to see how you can be able to hold on when things are tough and how to bounce back during such times and after such times. Please click the link on this post to register for that particular conference on the 28th of September 2024. I'm looking forward to seeing as many of you as possible as we practically examine ways of surviving tough economic seasons, and not just surviving, but also ways of thriving during such seasons.